Hello everyone, welcome to the Crafty Seas.
Today we're on to share our make as part of the Pink Bubble Cards Alphabet Challenge, and this week Hilary picked out the letter N and the prompt was night. And we are going to make some night themed fairy cards, so stay tuned and we'll show you what we did. I've seen this kit in a recent Crafters Companion haul, but we haven't had a chance to use it, so this year our mantra is to create and craft from our own stash. So we've dug out this box, and as you may have seen in a previous video, these are fantastic kits. They've got everything you need in it. So it's got some stamps which we'll be using. We'll use the fairy stamp. So it's got some beautiful stamps and sentiments. So hopefully we'll be able to create the card with everything in this box and not need to go looking for anything else, because we're still in the process of creating a beautiful craft space. So stay tuned to the channel for more updates on that. It has stencils, but we won't be using them today. Some dewdrops, some beautiful ribbon in 2 widths, printed papers, and these will be ideal because some of these papers are like a night sky, so that will save us creating our own background paper. And it has coordinating coloured cardstocks and card blanks and envelopes.
You need a 4x6 inch card blank, and then we decreased it by 1/4 of an inch, and we made our matting layers using the card from the pack, this beautiful teal, stunning shade, black, and the indicative one of the evening sky, night.
So you've got your card blank and your matting layers, and before we stick this all together, we are going to do our stamping onto our piece of decorative night sky.
And we'd just like to say though, our craftings aren't organised fully yet, but the nice thing is both Ashley and I are sitting at our craft desk crafting.
Yep, we're able to access the room enough now that we have got a nice crafting space,
which is fantastic.
So we're just going to use stamping blocks and VersaFine Clear in Nocturne. From our stamp set, I'm going to take the fairy and a little foliage branch. What I have noticed is normally with the stamps from Crafters Companion, they always stamp clearly, but for some reason this kit, the edges are a little higher, and as you can see, you tend to get ink trapped around the edges, and we don't want that to go onto our card design. So a top tip is to grab a baby wipe and just gently remove that excess ink from the edges of your stamp. Going to create a lovely pattern here, as if it's a night sky with some tree branches or foliage at the top just peeping into our view.
And wipe again.
And yep, wipe.
We did try to do it without wiping it, but each time we did, we weren't fortunate enough to avoid the marking. So
takes a little extra second, but it's definitely worth it. And it's good to mix first and second generation stamping together. It gives a bit more depth to your stamped project. So I'm just going to build up this background. So I think that looks okay.
yes, I agree.
We'll just place her down. And you can use your inking platform if you have one for this, but we found it easier just to use the stamping blocks on this occasion. And fingers crossed. There she is.
Lovely.
and we're going to put a sentiment down the bottom. Let us know in the comment section below, have you tried any of these Crafters Companion kits? I know a few people have tried the paper quilling. I've seen an unboxing of the paper quilling kit, but I would recommend, if you can get them on offer, they're great value and really worth it, because as I say, you get the card blanks, envelopes, pattern card, coordinating card, ribbon, gems, and they're a great thing to take with you if you were going crafting somewhere, because everything you need's in the kit. Super. This is what it looks like so far, the fairy in the night scene. But to lift it a little more, as you can see on this one here, we've added a bit of glitter and sparkle with these liquid pearl drops and glitter glue, and these were actually gifted to us from the lovely Christine's Cards and Things. We're just going to add some stickles to the foliage. The beauty is you can always add more. So I start with less, and if I need to add more, then I can. But first of all, I'm just going to do the wings. It's just one continual swoop round. And when you're using the stickles, a good tip is to make sure that you leave your project to dry for a long time, because the stickles do take a good while to dry, and if you touch them it can ruin your project. So once you've done this, set it aside for a good while to dry, and just use a little bit of pressure, because sometimes they can squish out in a winner and leave you a big blob. So less pressure. If you gently hit the back of your project, it just flattens out any of those dewdrops that might have a peak on them. Just a gentle little flick. And here are some of the finished cards that we made with the Crafters Companion Kit 51. This is a fairy in a nighttime scene, so perfect for the Pink Bubble Cards Alphabet Challenge. But whilst we had the kit out, we thought we would continue with the theme. So here's a lovely fox at night with the branches. I may not always be there, but I will always be with you. Some lovely sentiments in the kit. And here's another one with the fairy sitting under the tree. Distance means so little when someone means so much. So again, sitting at night, pondering their thoughts. And the card that we showed you how we made. A fairy with her night lantern. And you can let us know in the comment section below what your favourite card is that we made. We've had our fun with this stamp set, and after using it we felt that our Lavinia fairies were more suited to our stash, and we are trying to reduce our stash so that we can access it a bit better as we're decluttering and organising our new craft space. So what we've decided is that we're not going to hold on to these stamps. We've used them now, we've had our enjoyment out them, and if anyone watching would like these stamps, then all you would need to do is like this video, drop a comment saying yes please for the stamps, and we will enter you into a draw, and we will send, they've all been cleaned, we've only used them just the once to make these cards, so they're all good stamps, and we will post them out to you. Unfortunately this will just be a UK only draw, and all the details will be linked in the description box below. So just drop a like, comment, and you'll be entered into that if you'd like that stamp set. And I'll just show you some of the designs that you can make using those stamps. And the kit also came with some stencils, but we're going to use them with our Lavinia stamps. So here's an example of a card that we've stenciled. And here's another scene with the fairy dancing in the meadow with the rabbit. And here's another slightly different take. Now we've left these ones blank. We haven't put a sentiment here. We've left space so that we can use them as a note card or a blank card. So we've made a few in that design, just using the strips that were left over as scrap from making the other cards. Thank you very much for watching along today's video. If you'd like to see what everyone else has made as part of the Pink Bubble Alphabet Challenge for N for Night, just follow along the hashtag or check out Hilary's channel for more details. This will be linked in the description box below. And let us know what your favourite card that we've made for this challenge is. And thank you ever so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.